Good day to everyone. The cultural artifact that I will be presenting before you is the Philippines Barong Tagalog. Barong Tagalog, or commonly called barong, is a traditional male clothing in the Philippines. It is mostly used as a formal outfit on its different kinds, such as polo barong, which are used by some students as a school uniform and by professionals as a business attire. It is made from linen or cotton fabric materials. And the iconic formal barong, like what I'm wearing right now, that are being used on formal, elegant, and special events. And among the formal barong, there are different variants like organza, huzi, and piña barong, which is the most expensive one. The Barong Tagalog is uniquely identified in its translucent fabric made from indigenous sheer fabric materials adorned with embroideries of different patterns and design, and with its iconic cut. During the pre-Spanish era or pre-colonial era in the Philippines, it was worn by the Tagalog ethnic group of the Philippines. That's why it is called Barong Tagalog, or in English, Tagalog outfit or Tagalog clothing for men. Upon the occupation of the Spaniards to colonize the Philippines, the Barong Tagalog continued to be used and became an outfit of common Filipinos and gained favor from mestizos and elite Filipinos. The different classes of people in the society wore Barong Tagalog. Designs and materials used varied depending on the class of people. Yet the Barong Tagalog continued to evolve and was able to adapt in every era. From Spanish occupation in the Philippines, followed by the American occupation, then by the Japanese, and up to this present time, it endured and continued to be worn by Filipinos and other nationalities that appreciates the elegance of the Filipino traditional clothing. This was highly popularized even to other nations by former presidents of the Philippines like Ramon Magsaysay and Ferdinand Marcos, then declared as the Philippines' national outfit for men last 1975 according to the article posted by Sam Beltran in the Esquire mag.ph. The former President Ramon Magsaysay, who is known to be the man of the masses, made the barong be fashionable again and used it to uplift the spirit and morale of the Filipinos. The barong started to take a new meaning to be a symbol of honor of whoever wore it, whether they are rich or poor, according to vintagegallery.com. The Barong Tagalog is not only a kind of clothing that is part of the Philippine culture, but it also represents the culture and its people, the Filipinos in the whole Philippine archipelago and those who are scattered all over the world. First, it represents our identity. The Barong Tagalog identifies the uniqueness of the Filipino that established their identity from other nations. That even though the Filipino race has been mixed with other nationalities through marriage, still the Filipino identity remained, yet enhanced, just like the Barong Tagalog. It also represents integrity. The Barong Tagalog symbolizes the integrity of the Filipinos despite sufferings and oppression. According to Esquire magazine, during the Spanish occupation, it was alleged that the Spaniards forced Filipinos to design the features of barong with sheer fabric without pockets and to wear it on top to prevent locals from hiding weapons and engaging in theft. The Filipinos were very willing as to prove their candor despite of the abuse being experienced from the colonizers. Third is honor. Over the years, the barong had become a staple when people are esteemed and due to receive recognition from the government or other organizations. It can be easily said that wearing the once humble apparel became a representation of high regard and honor in the society. Next is resilience. As I mentioned earlier, the Philippines faced a number of colonizers imparting their own cultures even in clothing. Yet, the Barong Tagalog stood the test of time. It was placed at risk of extinction like some native Filipino traditions and relics, but it endured and was able to adapt to changes in the society caused by the culture of the colonizers. And even the Philippines attained her independence, the Barong Tagalog continued to show its resilience by adapting to the modern time. It continued to evolve, adapting to modern designs and kept its classic beauty and style. Like the Filipinos all around the world, showing resilience and being able to adapt to countries where they reside and have preserved the beautiful Filipino spirit and pride despite being considered a minority group in other countries. And lastly, it represents elegance. One thing that the Barong Tagalog always project from its various kind is elegance. Whether the material used is a common fabric for a daily use barong or a fabric that can only be purchased by poor people, and of course the fabric that is of high quality that rich people can buy, it all makes the one who wear it look elegant. Its elegance displays the trait of all Filipinos that no matter what your social status is, you can display elegance and beauty. We have learned that the Barong Tagalog is one important icon and artifact for the Philippines. It signifies the strength, beauty, and goodwill of all Filipino people. And even though its design evolved and adapted to different eras, it continued to carry the colorful and historical heritage of the Philippines.